Okay, that was too many. With that said, let's go ahead and get this insanity started, shall we? Oh, flip! I forgot to change that, but hello, guys. Unoraptormon here. Welcome back, Raptor Pack. Hello, my little hivelings. How you gorgeous people doing today? Sound alerts is broken. So give me a couple seconds. Let me see if I can get that to work. I hit the refresh button. Will you work? You're gonna work. Okay, sweet. Sorry, that just came up. So, it's weird. I believe we're all a mess at this point. But welcome back. Last thing we did was the charity stream, which I realized after we raided that I forgot to do the minute sketches. So I'll be doing that probably tomorrow if I don't cancel stream. Reason I might cancel stream tomorrow is because I have to take my sister to therapy. Not the youngest, not Tea Leaf, Jaybird. Yeah. You guys you hit every single goal, which means you get a week of pink, week of dresses, or not week of dresses, pink, I have to finish Soma, I have to finish Metroid Dread, and I have to do a week of Smurf cosplay. I ain't a Smurf yet, you bugger. But, look at all the names. There's so many names. I do need to take a picture of it and post it somewhere. But anyway, let's see. So I've sent out the thank you notes for everyone. I am not a fucking Smurf. I've sent out the thank yous for everyone. I think there were just a few minute sketches I had to do, which I think there were a total of 3. Because, yeah, I didn't stack the incentives this time. I just did a couple. Let me grab that, though. I did, like, you get your name and then one other is essentially how I did it. At least this time. Speaking of, the next charity event, again, will be for Stack Up, will be around February 8th, which is when my grandfather was born. That was the day of his birth. Yes, it's hard to believe it's been a year since he had left this mortal coil. And things are definitely worse for the wear. My shoulder included. Which, by the way, I've been having a lot more problems with this shoulder. So if you see me trying to search around for the heating pad, which is actually not in here, it's in the other room, or in the living room, it's because this thing is getting to the point where it's painful. It does feel like arthritis just because of how much it goes crunch-a-munch. Oh god, no. I am not a Smurf. Although that does, at the very least, give me an idea on how I'm going to pull that off. I really don't want to do face paint, just because I really don't feel like having an allergic reaction. I'm gonna have to figure something out. I'll figure something out. But anyway. I may actually need that heat pad now. But anyway, so like I said, you guys all hit the goals, and the earliest I could start on doing any of those is going to be next month, because this week I have at least maybe 3 streams I'm going to be able to do. There is a Twitch event nearby, but it's during the time I stream. And since Tea Leaf doesn't sound like she's going to be here this weekend, her school doesn't have the entire week. Dressing like a Smurf isn't hard. It is if you don't have clothing that fits. It is if you don't have clothing that is anything like the, well, what's in the video there. And then there's the issue of allergic reactions to body paint. I have to find one that I am not going to kill over. Well, I mean, yes, thrift store might have it, but in my size. The big problem is in my size. I do not wear large shirts. I wear 2X. I know with this camera it may not look like it, but... No, wide. Shorts got nothing to do with it. But it's entirely because I have to have something that fits this. And I need to be able to breathe. But yeah. But hello, Mr. Mason. Hello, Thanos. So yeah. I'm trying to think anything else. So today, ladies and gents, we will be working on doing writing sprints again. I've got a few OST tracks, not ODST from Halo 3, like different original soundtracks from different games that should be okay to play. Once again, kind of all over the place in terms of stream, but yeah, no, that's kind of normal. That's normal at this point. Sazzy feels your pain on that note. Now I'm going to pester her to smurp. Oh no. But yeah, it's yeah. But anyway, so like I said, all of the goals, the earliest I'm gonna be able to do anything is going to be in December, and that's going to be after the 16th. The reason for that is I am taking the 2 first weeks of December off. Because I've got something that I need to work on. That is going to require pretty much my entire attention. Obviously not Nano, which by the way, and it's not going to be the animation that I'm working on right now, for Elmo the pig, and that is because I practically finished that animation. I can't show it yet, not until it gets its final approvals, but oh my gosh, you need more than 2. Oh my word. But, anyway, derp. Gotta make sure this thing don't fall asleep on me. But yeah. So, let me look at my calendar real quick. So, streams will start back up the week of the December 18th. At least in December. So here's going to be the schedule pretty much for the rest of the month. Obviously, I'm streaming today. I might be streaming tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure. There is a high likelihood that I am not going to be streaming on Friday tomorrow because my sister Jaybird is going to therapy. Me and Ross are taking her there to ensure that she goes. Hi, Starhawk. So there's that. So I need to talk with the other dudes because it's not like I can just be like, okay, Ross, you take her. Ross is one of my players. So if he gets delayed, we all get delayed. So there's that. Friday, I'm going to a thing called Market Noel. It only happens for like a weekend a year. And you have to order tickets to get in. And yeah, there's a high likelihood I will not be able to make it back in time in order to start stream. So tomorrow might be canceled, Friday might be canceled, the 18th. There is a Twitch event near here, but I don't know if I'm going to be going to that or not. The Twitch, don't get me wrong, I absolutely enjoyed the Twitch event last time I went to it, but there's a large variety of factors kind of working against it this time. Solely due to the fact that I've got a lot on my plate right now. And otherwise, it's the only other guaranteed stream this week, or could be. Obviously, unless I cancel and then go to the event, because like I said, the event is during the time I stream. On the 18th. So, yeah. Oh, my word. But yeah, so for next week, I am very tempted to just take the whole thing off because the only stream next week will be the 22nd. The 23rd is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is next week, which, by the way, I mentioned before, the animation for Elmo the Pig is a Thanksgiving Day animation. I got it done in 2 days, technically, with drawing all of the frames, getting the frames in order, and then adjusting their timings. Shush. Silent, you heathen. Though I will cackle if heathen actually shows up. But anyway, but yeah, we've got I'm tired. But yeah, 22nd will be probably the only day I stream next week. 23rd is Thanksgiving. 24th, I need to recover from Thanksgiving. And then it was, actually, no, I stand corrected. Yes, I need to recover from my family's Thanksgiving, which is going to be on Thanksgiving Day. My in-laws' Thanksgiving is going to be on the 24th, and the 25th is the Iron Bowl. I want to watch football this year, so I'm going to be watching the Iron Bowl. I'm halfway tempted to take the 22nd off and just be like, okay, starting the 22nd and then just wipe out the week after and be like, okay, I'm taking a month off. There's an idea. Ross joined you. Do you have any idea how hard it is to be able to find enough fabric to make a Gargamel cosplay for this mountain of a man? Who, might I remind you, is nearly 7 feet tall and wider than I am. The man is a unit. To quote Patchy, the man is a unit. You have a dude, I am not crocheting him a cosplay. Ain't no way on God's green earth. Not happening. Bed sheets. No. Oh, what? What's up, Starhawk? But yeah, so let me know what you guys think on me just essentially starting my vacation on the 22nd. Or starting it on the 23rd.
Me.
Huh?
To be fair, give me a Gargamel costume. I just need a black robe and red shoes.
Where are we going to find a black robe that's going to fit you?
Huh?
Wait a minute, wasn't Gargamel wear purple?
No, he wears black.
I could have sworn he wore purple.
Well, you have access to the infinite knowledge of humanity.
Internet.
You can always look it up real quick.
Mean fair. Saved about 100 and... What happened? Starhawk, what happened, and do I need to hit someone in the face with a shovel? So you need to talk to Dad about the turkey since going to his house. Okay, cool. I have to be very careful because I'm on keto until the 1st. Thankfully, that means I only have to worry about storing leftovers for a week in the freezer.
Right.
And with it getting cooked. Why in the world did I think he wore purple?
I don't know. He has like a purple patch in this version. And there's a Gargamel, but that's kind of a blue.
That's more of a blue, yeah. Why in the world did I think he wore purple? And I mean, he essentially wears a hooded black onesie.
Yeah. Like
and has red socks and shoes.
Yeah, like I said. A black robe and red shoes.
Oh my god. Oh my word. No. No.
I just saw what Starhawk
Let's see. Sony has already started their Black Friday sale, so I got Persona 5 Ultimate Edition and Kingdom Hearts all in one package for about $60. Not bad.
But I do find it funny that he said, I saved some money today, and your first reaction was, who do I need to beat with a shovel?
The ellipses! I'm sorry. I am, tuned into if someone uses ellipses, that means there's trouble, so I need my trusty shovel.
Okay. I do want to point out.
I thought thought something bad had happened, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not spending $120 because something bad happened."
Yeah, but there was an office worker at my job when I got out of college.
Mm-hmm.
She used ellipses as periods.
I could not handle that. That would drive me insane. And Emerita, why are you complaining now? That would drive me insane.
Yeah, apparently that was just a thing that happened for, like, that was the style guide for office workers for a long time.
I could. Yeah, it's amazing how much that has changed. Let's see, the Smurf were not a complicated cartoon. I mean, yeah, Gargamel the entire time he just wanted to eat Smurfs. Which makes the... Why in the world do you want to turn the Smurfs into soup? There's better meat.
I don't know, but I think I remember that his only goal was to make soup.
Why out of Smurfs, though?
Us?
What else was he eating during that time?
I don't know. To be fair, if you look from what I remember, the Smurfs were like the only living thing outside of like bugs.
And he wasn't going to eat his friend, because he had a friend in the cat. See, or turn them to gold, it changes. Yeah, it kind of does, don't it? Jiminy Cricket. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about, pretty much, should I stream on the 22nd, the 29th, and the 30th? Those 4 days. Because the 23rd through the 25th, I am not streaming. I am not streaming, I am taking that entire time off. I'm not hungry yet. Wiki, his main goals are to destroy the Smurfs, eat them, or transform them into coal. Like, I know it's one of those, it's not complicated, but good grief. Oh yeah, wasn't there that really bad live-action movie for the Smurfs, and there were, like, at least 2? I don't know if there were 3. But they turned the Smurfs, like, purple or something in one of them. For some reason, that maybe that's where I got the purple from.
That was a live action Gargamel, still wore black.
I meant turning the Smurfs purple. Say what?
Those were the evil Smurfs from that movie.
Wait, that was actually a thing?
I think so. No, I only know about the plot ones from like random.
I've never seen the live action Smurfs video. I just remember the cartoon as a little kid. Ah, jeez. Oh yeah.
But yeah,
let's see.
That or the trolls.
Let's see. Yeah, those two are really easy to mix together. Let's see. That's not Smurfs. It's something else like Emo Smurf that then get happy and you get Smurfette too. Well then. By the way, what started this Smurf nonsense here anyway?
I think because Thanos wanted to tell you something other than short.
Smurf is essentially the same thing. Let's see, that's the Smurfs too, but the bad Smurfs are gray. You might be confusing them with the evil minions. Probably. I didn't watch any of them, so...
Well, it's either that or, like I said, I'm thinking...
There's a movie called Trolls that is essentially about the little toy trolls that...
Yeah. And I think that
the
one of
big
the
hair.
antagonists of one of those movies were purple trolls.
Probably. So, there's so many weird movies. So many weird movies. Goodness. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's why I had to do that last time. The evil minions are purple. Okay. Aren't they, like, unstable? For some reason, I remember, like, the purple whatevers, probably minions, like, they were super unstable or something like that. Oh crap, that's two different texts. Why am I only getting that text now? Tech freaking gummit. Sorry, dudes, a mother text. I am gonna have to not respond to that one for a little bit. Oh yeah. Reading that reminds me, I told you guys what was what happened over in October and why I was kind of like out of it. See, you're right, there were purple Smurfs. Well, not totally lost then. Purple Smurf. Okay, that was actually in the cartoon.
They were evil Smurfs.
Figures. Ha. Oh my word, the Smurfs turn purple. I'll be. Goodness gracious. Hey, Sleepy Sheeps, what's up? Let's see, were they being... No, it looks like a regular Smurf just got sick and then turned evil. No idea why. But, so... a quick rundown, because I mentioned this on Saturday. I need to check something real quick, though. Not that. There's supposed to be a view. Chimney cricket on a hot tin roof. Oh well. Nope. See. There's really no way to keep this short or simple. So essentially here's kind of the wrap up for, and I'll tell you guys something good after I kind of, for lack of better phrasing, kind of trauma dump here. So here goes, because there's really no way to put any of this softly. So yeah, here we go. So in October, by the way, all of this happened within the span of a week. I'm not joking. My dad had a heart attack. Went to the hospital, he got 2 stents in his heart. They essentially said, this isn't going to fix it, it's just a Band-Aid. And so we don't know how long my dad's gonna be around. This Thanksgiving and this Christmas could very well be his last. We don't know. So that was on the 9th. So the Tuesday following, I find out Mom is going deaf in both ears. She can't afford the hearing aids. She's got full-blown diabetes now, to the point where she's having to get weekly shipments of insulin. How much is the hearing aids? Thousands of dollars. They're thousands of dollars. She does have a set of hearing aids from Grandpa, but no one tunes them anymore. They're Starkey. At least no one around here tunes them. The following Saturday, Aunt Virginia, who's on my husband's side of the family, she passed away. And then the Monday, the Monday after, my sister Jaybird, again, there's really no easy way to say it. You know how I'm raising money for suicide prevention? Make your inferences from that. Thankfully, she's still here. And she's going to get therapy. We're going to bring her to therapy tomorrow. So yeah. I think she got a therapist appointment the Thursday after she tried. And I brought her to that therapy appointment. And I asked her if it were true. And she told me, yeah. She nearly tried to end it all. keeping in mind, all of that I just said happened within a span of a week. So yeah. And then some of you may know there was a drama llama with a viewer, and I had to deal with talking with the mods, and the mods know everything in reference to said issue. Like, yeah, that in that particular issue could not have hit at a worse fucking time. So yeah, just really dealing with a lot. Thankfully, no, we don't need an acid vat. Thankfully. That dude has not reared his ugly head in a very long time, and I pray to God Almighty that he never does, because I really don't want to have to deal with that. Everything else I'm working with is bad enough without adding that asshole back in. But yeah, and all of that started October 9th, and you guys know what happened like directly before that. Doesn't bear repeating at this point because it is what it is. But yeah, so yeah. And then now for the good news. Good news. I did say there was going to be good news on the other side of this, with the exception, obviously, of Aunt Virginia, who passed away. Everyone else is still alive right now. So yeah. So for the good news, other good news. So on top of 3 out of 4, I say it that way, it's a lot easier to deal with. 3 out of 4 still technically had a good ending. They're all alive. Finally, another little bit of good news. At 2 o'clock in the morning on November 14th, which was yesterday, I finally got my manuscript back from the editor. How did I finally get it back? I gave the motherfucker an ultimatum. Give me my motherfucking manuscript or I'm going to Red Z. And it's not going to end well. Anyway, let's see. Grandmother passed away recently too, so I completely understand what you're going through right now, Raptor. I love you. Love you too there, sheepy. Sleepy sheepy. You take care and you take time to grieve, alright? I know I'm one to talk, but take time to grieve, okay? I'm still grieving Grandpa, and he's passed away last year. Still kind of hard to believe it's been a year. I still keep thinking I just call him on the phone and be like, yo, check out what I did with my garden. Oh god. That poor Corviknight. See, Dad also has hearing loss, and yes, hearing aids are expensive. Yeah. And like I said, my mom has my grandfather's hearing aids, but she has to get them tuned to her, but no one tunes that specific Starkey hearing aids. And insurance won't cover it. Which fucking sucks. But keeping in mind, they have military insurance, whichever one it is this time. I don't think it's TRICARE, I think. It has been, keeping in mind it's been over 8 years since I've had to deal with it. I just know the insurance sucked. But whatever the military gave my dad, that's what my mom obviously also has. TRICARE is usually military insurance. Yeah. Okay. So it's probably TRICARE then. But yeah, insurance won't pay for her to get hearing aids. I think it's probably barely paying for her to get insulin. But yeah, so good news. I finally got my manuscript back. I did a quick look over of the edits. I gotta admit, I'm kind of bummed out by it. Like, there's no two ways about it. I expected to get my manuscript back with it bleeding. And it barely got a paper cut. I expected it to be swimming in red, but no, it barely got some paper cuts on it. Which for me is absolutely freaking hilarious. It's like, I did not think... I know he said I had a strong manuscript. I didn't think it was built like a brick. I thought there was at least somewhere where it was going to fall down. The more I hear about U.S. medical insurance, the more it sucks. Yeah, keeping in mind TRICARE is government insurance. Military specifically, unless you're active duty, insurance don't pay for shit. And you have to, like if you're a dependent like I was, you have to pray that if you have to go in for something that is not on base, like I nearly died to strep throat. My airways had closed up because I had to wait on getting a referral from base just to go see a doctor back when I was at Auburn. Yeah, it's bad. It was the size of a brick. I mean, you're not wrong. Just looking what I printed out to edit myself. What, real? Oh, man. I'm out of tea. I've been drinking a lot more tea lately. It is unsweet. Well, it's carb, no calorie tea. Please and thank you. Half and half. But yeah, it is I'm happy to finally have it back. Yes, I'm a little bit disappointed, but at the same time, I have something I can work on. Let's see, we will sit here. Yeah, it's like over here we pay in time, over here we pay in money. You guys over there pay in time, if I remember correctly. Ugh. Woo. That is strong. Whoopsie. Hold on. But anyway, I said hell for bureaucrats. You know what, Thanos? I agree. Keeping in mind, there are a few good ones, but boy howdy, they do not outnumber the bad. Thank you. I'm gonna set that there. See. NHS play. How much? I'm scared to ask how much that costs. But yeah, I'm very fortunate with the insurance me and my husband have. Do they cover everything? No, they don't. But they cover more than TRICARE does. Work pays? Okay, yeah, we get his insurance through his work. Although that does remind me, I have to find a new inhaler. That, or I have to contact my asthma doctor and be like, hey, can you put in a prescription that is for like 6 months so I make sure I have plenty of inhalers? Because I'm going to have to try out some new ones because in January, my insurance will no longer cover my inhaler, Symbicort. Now, there's others that I have tried that they do cover, but the side effects just are not worth it at all. And think about joining a boxing. Hey, go for it. Actually, wait, Sleepy Sheeps, are you still around where I'm at? Like in this area? Because if so, we could probably go working out together. I want to get in better shape. Oh, never mind. For some reason, I thought you were still around here. My bad. I think the main reason. Hi, Virginia, bless. Wish it was back home. Felt that. Who don't want to punch him back? Hey, it might strengthen my wrists, so I'm not constantly having to put them in braces. I miss you too, buddy. You're fun. But anywho, but yeah, By the way, still doing the Crunchyroll thing until I believe it's the end of the month, which is if you gift 2 subs, you get 60 days, a 60-day trial of the Mega Fan subscription to Crunchyroll. But it's only when I'm doing art, just chatting, or the One Punch Man thing, which I'm not really interested in doing. Did I get a key? Yes, absolutely. Am I going to use it? Probably not. Boo hiss. What? We all know that I need to straighten this up. Hey, means I'm working out, I'm getting a bit more fit, and then maybe clothes will fit better. Ultimate, oh my gosh, do you remember that cartoon named Ultimate Muscle? Oh my gosh. Yes! Oh my gosh, it has been so long. Admittedly, I wanted to do a Wally Tuskett cosplay from that. Let's see, no Crunchyroll Volcano. I think we tried to chuck it at Iceland. I actually have, I don't know if I have all the episodes. I'm pretty sure I do. But I could do, like, if I cancel stream one night, we might be able to watch Ultimate Muscle, like, over Discord or something. Static Shock was amazing. Oh my gosh, I love that show. Oh my word. But yeah, I know you don't have to do the Crunchyroll thing there, Mr. Mace. Pat, pat, pat. You'll be okay. Oh my gosh, I love SWAT Cats. I have not watched that in over a decade, though. That's another one I want to rewatch. Because there's been some rumors floating around that they want to do a reboot of SWAT Cats. Okay, it's on your Plex? Okay. I need to remember to log in again and find that. Hey Arnold was good. There was supposed to be a remake. Okay, I had heard about that. I didn't know if it was a reboot or a remake. Keeping in mind, it just floated by me probably within the last year, to be entirely honest. Crowdfunded it, never took off. Aw, sadness. Like, keeping in mind, if we do, like, the reboots and remakes in the same style as DuckTales, I will admit, I started watching the new DuckTales, and I was pretty skeptical. It's like, surely this can't be that good. I was wrong. Oh my gosh, the new DuckTales was absolutely amazing. It was well written, it had really good references, it made the gummy bears into a bioweapon. And it was believable. It's like, this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, you could ask Ross as well. I was screaming at the TV when they started reading off the stuff, and I'm like, no, there's no freaking way. Lo and behold, they made the gummy bears into a bioweapon. It was beautiful. I will say, I remember watching Hey Arnold, but I don't remember much from it. I think that's because I liked other cartoons better. Let's see, chances of getting anything are slim because original guys kept the rights. Original SWAT Cats made a... I believe that. I 100% would believe that, Dennis. Good grief. Yeah, like, shifting back to the Ultimate Muscle thing, I wanted to do a Wally Tuskett cosplay. Like, I have the materials for it, I just never went through with it. And then there was the Kevin Mass cosplay I wanted a certain someone to do, but I would have to make everything, and I'm like, I can't find the right material. See, so did Sonic, Sat AM, and Lola Bunny. Original film. Well done. I'll be Hobgoblin. But yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think of any of the other announcements. Barfit Nugan. Let's see. Let's see. You have no idea how much fan art there is of Kali, Jake, and Chance. Do I have an idea? I might have an inkling. But I'd only want to see it if it's tasteful. Like if the art itself is actually good. But I would absolutely not be surprised at the metric load. Okay, so speaking of commissions, my commissions are open until November 30th at midnight. My commissions will be closed for all of December. So if you want me to get started on something, you want me to give you an estimate for something, you might want to send me a request. Save yourself and don't look it up. I don't intend to. That is not an area in which I want to see that kind of fan art. Besides, I could probably just torture Heath and be like, hey, I have a new challenge for you. Find good here. To save my wallet after this. Well, keeping in mind, it's the, right now, the only thing I can guarantee getting back to you within, like, say, 24 hours. Okay, 48 hours. Well, give me 48 hours just to be on the safe side. The only thing I could probably get back to you is going to be, hey, here's what it's going to cost. Speaking of, like I said earlier, the animation that I had talked about, I think near the beginning of the month, that is pretty much done. I just need to wait for final approval from the person who commissioned it. Let's see, do I have the book? Yeah, I do. So it is the author of this, my friend Patrick. So, which reminds me, I still owe him $10 for this. But yeah, essentially it is a cartoon for him. It is for Thanksgiving. Obviously I need to, there's a few things I need to add to it, but it is literally just kind of set dressing. It is just set dressing. So that's done. The two sewing things I have to do, one is making a gi for a corgi plush. The other one is I have to do the Sylvie. There's a Sylvie stream I haven't done yet, which at this rate is probably looking like it might happen in January. Like I said, the animation, that's pretty much done. I think that's all my commissions at this current point in time. So you have an idea of what I want, but still likely to cost more than I can afford until the next year. Hey, yeah, that's absolutely fine. And the only reason honestly, the only reason I push it is just like, this way I know, okay, I can plan my time better for whatever the commission's going to be. And that way it's easier for you to save up for. Speaking of, any of the coupons, which is the $200 off that were earned during Stack Up, that has a 6-month window to be used. No longer a full year, it is 6 months. So, just a heads up on that one. But knowing you'll make the commission before that time period is up. Which also reminds me, I need to bug Icarus. For that as well. I also technically need to bother Twitch because Twitch donated $500 to charity. And technically they get that too, but I don't think Twitch would actually offer or take a commission. Who knows? He hadn't planned on it. Okay. But, but yeah, I don't know if they would do that. But one way to find out, I could try and contact, I don't know if I'll be able to contact, let's see, their fault I went as far as I did, they put, they did, didn't they? I should have moved that to 3. I should have moved that to 3K. I shouldn't have left it at 2,500. But that's what I put down, so I stuck to that gun. And boy, howdy, I was not happy when it finally got fired. Ah, goodness gracious. But yeah, so just sort of like a quick recap for essentially the future. 18th, so the 16th may or may not stream. Check Discord. Same thing with the 17th, 18th. Actually, it's going to be the same for the next 3 days. Just check Discord to see whether or not I'm streaming. I'll try to remember to update whatchamacallit, tweet, X, this new social thing. Elon Musk them. Use the penny to put a point on it. Yeah, you did, you heifer. I'm tempted to take the 22nd off just to have that whole week off and maybe stream the 29th and 30th. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Definitely going to be taking... The current plan is to take the 1st through the 16th off in December. There is the possibility that I move it from the 22nd of this month to the 16th of next month. But we will see. Let me know what you guys think. I know that means fewer streams this month. But maybe the 22nd, 29th, and the 30th. We'll see. We'll see. So, few exceptions. If I do have D&D on the 7th and 14th of next month, those will be streams. Just don't expect a lot of interaction from me because I have to run campaign. This shall we say, no, not true, because you guys, during the charity stream, you guys did the channel point redemption. You officially got it. So I have to do at least 2 streams next month. One of which is a 12-hour, the other one is my, New Year's Eve. But definitely taking the 1st through the 16th off. Definitely going to do that. It's just, for this month, streams might be a tad bit screwy. Actually, wait, no, hold on. I need to check something on Discord. That may entirely reroute everything I'm saying. Okay, strike that. Never mind. The 29th is going to be a 12-hour stream this month. Never mind. Okay, that makes my decision so much easier. Okay, so stand corrected. So the 29th and maybe the 30th, but definitely the 29th. 29th will be a 12-hour stream. Yeah. I'll probably stream those 2 days, unless something comes up on the 30th. But the 29th, currently, I don't have anything other than a 12-hour stream. So, there you go. Good thing I went and double-checked, because I remember you guys managed to get one for this month. And I did not count the 12-hour charity stream as the 12-hour stream. So there you go. Which, by the way, that was decided last minute. Mainly because, as I told you guys what happened in that week in October, I was still kind of dealing with the aftermath of all of that, and then kind of got it dropped on me that, hey, by the way, you're doing a charity stream on the 11th. I am? Ah, shit. So, yeah. So, all of that said, I will be doing, if I stream tomorrow, it'll probably be either writing or art. Just because I do need to do those 1-minute sketches. So I've got 2 for Icarus, and I think I got 1-minute sketch for one singular 1-minute sketch for Mr. Mace. If I went through everything correctly. So yeah. Friday again, if I stream, I don't remember what I put down, probably writing. Let's see. Yeah, art or writing for Friday, writing for tomorrow. Soma for Saturday because I don't remember if we voted, but because I have to finish Soma anyway. Yeah, I think put that sketch idea in chat. I can't remember what it was. Just being mean to Corky properly. Wasn't it had something to do with panda soup? Something along those lines? I don't know what it is with you and eating other streamers here there, doggo. But anyway, with all that said, let's hop on over and do some writing today. We have something I need to find real quick. Where are you? There you are. No Panda this time, I don't think. Okay. But yeah, so I'll be playing the Donkey Kong Country OSTs you guys can see. Oh yeah. So, oh yeah, duh. I was supposed to get Stream Raider started. One moment. Boom, bum, bum, boom, bum, bum, boom, boom, boom. Hold on. That doesn't need to be seen. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Yeah, I use Stream Raiders for doing the shenaniganery. So yeah, Stream Raider, let's see. Also, better than offering up energy oh my gosh, Mr. Ah, my word. Okay, this one we got. Enter event. Oh boy, howdy, we get to start this one all over. Alright, one of my mods, if you could give me an updated streaming title for, since I'm doing primarily writing, probably go with writing. They put them next to actual burgers in a store, they're asking. Touche. Alrighty, so we are going to use the Stream Raiders as our timer. And go from there. So as soon as this starts, I will get things a-moving. I'm tempted to just leave the stream. You know what? I'm gonna leave Stream Raiders up this time around. And you guys just get to see your placements. And there you go. That way I don't have to constantly go back and forth, and I don't have to worry about things being seen that should not be seen. Especially if it's another threatening email. No one needs to see that. Alright, so, on to the writing sprint! Let's go! I need to make sure I hit my word count today. What's up, Sleepy? Let's see. If I was still in close... That's fair, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. It's a way for... Or at least where your folks live down here, I'm guessing. Yeah, we're still in Bama. But yeah, that's fair. We could probably go over to one of my neighbors, Miss Pamela, and ask if we could pet her corgis. She is too. They're so precious. Let's see. No, German cricket. Hey! Hi there! Oh, welcome in, Raiders. You caught me right in the middle of a writing sprint. Jiminy Cricket. Oh my gosh. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Jim. How are you guys doing? Hello, David. Dawn, what is up? Oh my gosh, about leapt out of my skin. But yes, welcome in, Raiders. How are you gorgeous people doing today? John, what were you up to? Dawn, what were you up to? For those of you who are new here, hi, how you doing? I am Unoraptormon. I am a sci-fi fantasy author, freelance artist, and animator, podcaster, and variety Twitch streamer. Today, we are currently working on NaNoWriMo, specifically doing a writing sprint, which is taking... essentially setting a timer, which is the reason I have Stream Raiders up. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Raptor Pack. How you doing today? Ichigo. Cool. Welcome in. But, you're doing nothing. Less. Arfanugan. But yeah, I'm using Stream Raiders as a timer, essentially to do the writing sprint. Yeah, so hopefully I can get my word count in for today. So yeah, it's gonna seem like I'm not doing much, but you guys can play Stream Raiders, or you can, if you're working or doing NaNoWriMo, you can also write along with me. Thanks, Eriannis. Bugger. Oh my gosh. But yeah, if you want to do NaNoWriMo, or if you have like a little short story you want to work on, just any kind of writing project, doing that spread, which I have 21 minutes left on. So yeah, if you want to talk about something, I do have chat pulled up so that I could still see it. But yeah. So that's kind of what's going on at the moment. Also just a quick little update. The Sack Up charity stream went really, really well. We raised $2,500 and 1 penny. Thank you, Mr. Mace, for that one. our favorite Husky streamer decided to make a point. Tried writing once, ended up as. It can't be that bad. But anyway, but yeah. So if you guys want to talk about something, I'll be occasionally looking at chat while I'm working on doing the writing. I have my lovely little laptop here that likes to knock things off when I try and show it off. Poor thing. And now I'm gonna be jumpy as all get out probably for the rest of the night. But yeah, we're listening to Donkey Kong Country OST as we write, and yeah. Ooh, hi Spider! But yeah, so back to this. See. Crap, did I lose my train of thought? No, I didn't. Okay, we still got that. Owie. Let's see. No, I don't want to do that there, Compy. Thank you. Oh, by the way, some good news. I did finally get my manuscript back from my editor, so I can finally work on it. Just took threatening him with trying to get Red Sea involved for him to finally get it to me. I don't like doing that, by the way. I prefer to be kind when possible. Let's see. I'll stick with my default. Oh my gosh, Mr. Maze. Excuse me. What is that sound? Hey, Ross. Are you running the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what that sound is on. I could hear it over my headphones. It was starting to bug me. At least now I know what it is. Let's see. And writing this scene, I now freaking want Stroganoff. and chicken noodle soup with actual noodles. Rather than what we ended up having to do because I'm still on keto. So we can't have chicken noodle soup. We can have chicken noodle soup minus noodles. Or at least I can. Which is what we made yesterday because I was sick. Yummy tea. See how long we got for the sprint. 10 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. Who adds oregano to Mexican food? See how long we got. 2 minutes? Not too bad. And hey, we got a little bit of help over on the Stream Raiders. That's good. Let's see. This way. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There's a bunch of stuff I gotta get turned back on. Whoops! On poor old Greg and I. 30 seconds. Okay, not too bad. Thank you there, Ko-Fi Stream Bot. I forgot you existed. Alrighty. So, let's see. So that is the first little writing sprint we're doing tonight. We usually try to do 3 or 4 total a night. So again, if you guys want to write along with me, by all means, you're welcome to. You can play Stream Raiders. I've also got some in-chat games that you guys can play if you would like. Let's see. Speaking of, there's a couple things I need to turn back on for this. There's that. Need to turn the charity ones off. Filmy still here. Convo time doesn't work anymore. But you gotta turn all the timers back on. Sadness. Challenge September, arts open. Huh. Oh, there they are. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then the Elmo. Which again, turning some of these back on reminds me, the animation. The animation that I have been working on technically, not quite since the beginning of this month. I didn't truly start working on it until like 2 days ago and managed to technically finish it in a span of 2 days. I'm surprisingly impressed with myself for once, which, believe me, that says something. But I did quite a good job. I do believe. I believe I did a very good job. Oh grief, I don't think we're winning this one there, fam. Oof. Oh no. Yeah, no, we lost that one bad. Alright, so I can't immediately restart that, but I can get to this screen. But essentially it's a Thanksgiving animation. When I get the final approval for it, I will be showing it off on stream. I just hope I'm actually able to get everything. If there's anything I need to fix, hopefully I get it all fixed. So before I start this, I need to look at my word count real quick. How many words did I get down? The answer is 915. And here I was worried about hitting my word count today. 915. Good golly, Miss Molly. I will say, doing writing sprints on Twitch has actually been a big help for me. Holy crap, well, I was not expecting that, though. Jeez. So let's see, what does that put me at? Let me do that real quick. I was originally at 26,336 before I started. So plus 915. 27,251. I will take that. And that's for everything I have written since the beginning of NaNoWriMo. Someone pounds Uno and no! Also, hi Madness, how are you doing? How's your word count stuff doing today? You able to keep up with it? I just got down 915 words. I'm quite pleased with that. Jiminy Cricket. I know you're going for a much higher goal, but jeez, I feel like I need to catch up to you. Which reminds me, by the way, for those of you who don't know what NaNoWriMo is, here's a quick little lesson. NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month. It happens every November. The goal is to write 5,000 words in the span of a month. And there you go. And you can like log in, you sign up for NaNoWriMo, it's a free account. Did I say 5,000? It's 50,000. I am an absolute derp. 50,000 words in a month. Not 50,000. You gotta hit 5,000 within a span of like, what, 3 days, I think? Either 3 or 4 days you get to that first 5. You guys already know why my brain is a little fried. So, yeah. But yeah. So basically what I have been doing for the last 3 or 4 years, I believe. I've been doing NaNoWriMo for a while. Give me a couple seconds. I need to look. I also need to go and get... I need to purchase all of that. Whoops. But let me bring up my NaNoWriMo account to see how long I've been trying or doing this. Because I did... Last year was 9 Levels of Christmas. This year is The World of Dark Creators took. The previous one, which was 2021... was the 3rd book in Harley's Inheritance series. The one before that, for 2020, was the 2nd book in that series. And then I didn't do anything between 2017 and 2020. But 2017, which I started getting into NaNoWriMo, was my horror novel, Wishful Thinking. Every year since 2005, nice. But I have done this 4 years in a row, 5 years total. And essentially, wishful thinking, it was literally to get an idea out of my head. Only year off was 2015. Nice! But yeah, For me, the main reason I started NaNoWriMo, which was for wishful thinking, was because I'm like, I was burnt out on my own project, which I absolutely love my story. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my lore, my story, I love everything about it, but I was just kind of burnt out on it. So I came up with an idea that was entirely unrelated to my sci-fi novels, and that was Wishful Thinking, which is a horror novel that is inspired by Silent Hill 2, specifically Silent Hill 2. And 2017, I finally wrote that idea. I managed to get 50,289 words done on it. And some of you in Jim Mathers, the Ill Will Press community, I think there was either 2 or 3 of you guys that offered to read it, and I let you read it. And I got nothing but good feedback. Like, I got really good feedback. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll eventually turn it into something. It is already, well, not already, but it will eventually be its own series. But I have now related it back to the sci-fi series. It's one of those tricking my brain to letting me work on another series so I don't feel bad. So essentially, Wishful Thinking is set both in the real world and in the afterlife at the same time. And whether or not you make it out entirely depends on your character and what you truly desire from life, or if you're just done, kind of a thing. But from there, starting in 2020, I'm like, man, I want to do an NaNoWriMo, but I feel terrible about doing it because I have to, for some of them, I struggled to try and get done. Well, eventually, I decided, hey, I'm going to use NaNoWriMo to do drafts. I have over 24 books planned. 24 books, full-sized books, novels planned. The best way for me to get them done, because I'm still working on the first book. I just got my manuscript back for the very first book in the entire series. Or to be more exact now, the main series. And I feel bad because I'm like, oh, I can't do anything. Or for a while, I was like, oh, I can't do anything else, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. NaNoWriMo is going to be the time that I use to actually get those other stories written. At least get the first draft done. Because no one has to see the first draft. The first draft is telling yourself a story. The second draft is making it look like you knew what you were doing when you wrote the first one. So yeah, let's see. First story was a vampire novel where the serial killer in the story killed people and turned their bodies into macabre music boxes that played a piece by Bach. That, hilariously enough, that actually kind of sounds like one of the books I've, my neighbor's letting me borrow. Phantom Scope, I think? Or Phasmoscope? I need to go and double check, but something along those lines. I've read the epilogue. At the very least, I read the epilogue, but I read the epilogue, and I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be bonkers. Not epilogue. Bloody epilogues at the end of the story. Prologue. I read the prologue. Again, you guys now, for those of you who came in at the beginning of the stream and have been listening since, you know why my brain is currently fried. Perfect nougat. But yeah, so right now I've got the way I update NaNoWriMo. Like, I learned this from last year, but the way I update NaNoWriMo now is I update my word count to whatever 1700 is. And I do 1700 words at a time, even if I get way far ahead, which at 915, I'm at least 2 days ahead. It essentially allows me to give myself a buffer. And I will probably be reiterating some of these at a much later date. I've got a bunch of YouTube videos planned, and one of them is going to be tips and tricks for NaNoWriMo, which I will release in October, provided I can get everything done for it. I know me, I get caught up in my projects. But anyway, but yeah. So small spiel aside. That's essentially what's going on. Let's see. Perfect. Do the project in June next year. The project? Oh yeah, I'm gonna try, speaking of June next year, I'm gonna try and have everything done for Yusuke Haven's Last Warlord. I'm gonna try and have everything done and finished by June of next year, so I can publish it officially, so I can launch in either July or August. Because turns out there's such a thing called a publishing calendar. Sci-fi is limited to July and August. Yay! I kind of have a short time period here. But yeah, if anyone knows any good book cover artists that you highly recommend that can do sci-fi fantasy. Specifically, I'm looking for someone that does sci-fi fantasy. I am not doing my own book art. They are two very different skills. Just a heads up. Yes, I am an artist. I am not doing my own book art. Not happening. I will do scenes and art from the book, but I'm not doing my own book art. Or book cover art, to be more exact. Because that has for me, it has a different skill set. See, if it had to do with dragons, I would say Ruth Thompson. Not really. The closest we get to a dragon is going to be Unoraptormon the character. And, that's more saurian than truly dragon for her. I will say there is actually a, there is a comic book cover that I really like the poses on, and I kind of want to pull from that. It is Rise of Atriox. Halo is for anyone who couldn't have guessed that one. Any angels? No. It is a bunch of like aliens and think Jack 2 and Jack 3 from Jak and Daxter the Precursor Legacy. That kind of environment. Those kind of critters. With the occasional space alien. Because this planet is a part of the space lanes. It is technically a backwater, but there's still people that trade on this rock with those outside of it. It's like Jak and Daxter mixed with Halo. And then a little bit of kind of Dragon Riders of Pern, so Anne McCaffrey, but not nearly as much. That's mostly with like the telepathy kind of thing. And even then, it's not true telepathy. Let's see. Okay, got an adult for a while, child. I forgot you were gonna do that. Oh my gosh. All right, be safe and be careful there. There, madness. Oh my word. But yeah, if any of you guys know of any book cover artist, basically this is so that I don't have another editor issue. Which, what I mean by that is I'm going through Red Z right now to try and find people that fit my budget. I really don't want to have another issue where I'm 2 months late. Not 3 months, but it was getting close. 3 months late on the deadline, and I am so behind on everything now. So freaking behind. It hurts how behind I am on things for this book. Because originally I was planning on having, talking to the book cover artist by the end of October was the original plan. Here we are in November, and I'm just now getting the developmental edits, which were due in September. But anyway, my complaining aside, let's try another writing sprint, shall we? I'm gonna move some windows around. Yay! Dave finally synced! And also, probably to no one's surprise, I have been playing Dave the Diver. I love this game. I really, really do. I really, really do. Yeah. So let me move some stuff around. Actually, before I start the writing sprint, I need to take care of something real quick, so I will be right back. I'm probably gonna get some munchies. So, BRB. It shouldn't be gone more than like 5 minutes, but I'll put it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Another writer in the off section. Oh, hi, Lettuce. How are you? Over on the geek. Oh yeah, hello. How are you doing? So started hurting a little too much. So I had to go over and grab a heating pad. But hopefully things will start feeling better for this next writing sprint. By the way, I think they're Adkins specific, or at least Adkins brand. Adkins makes pizza rolls. So I got pizza rolls on keto. They're actually really good. All things considered. You're well, I'm happy to hear that, Lotus. Internet shorting out periodically, so don't expect me to hear everything you say. It happens. I totally get it. It is what it is. But yeah, happy to hear you're doing well. Yeah, mostly over here on the Twitch, but I'm streaming now that Twitch allows multi-streaming. I'm doing multiple platforms all in one go. But yeah. So, with all of that said, let me make sure I've got this set up for the next sprint. Alright, got the idea back. I have some pizza rolls. I got some tea. I got another type of tea. I have my heat pad. So, with that said, let me get the next round started. Both with Stream Raiders and I would love to eat that. Blueberry cheesecake sounds really good right now. But yeah. Let's do vampire this time. I hope we win. Fingers crossed. Let's see. That way anyone who pops in will see. Thanks for helping out. Hopefully. Alright, so let's get this sprint started. We got another 30 minutes to go. Let's go! Not recently wake up from a 2-hour nap wondering what the year time was. Hey, I looked outside at like 4 o'clock and everything was pitch dark outside. Man, I feel that. Also, hi, Patchy. How you doing? Oh, goodness. I'm having to put a heating pad on, but anyway, back to the writing sprint. And I'm enjoying some keto-friendly pizza rolls. They're actually really good. I'm so happy. Gucci, well, other than this and, I'm okay. Talked about a few things earlier that nearly made me, well, I did cry. But, other than my shoulder kind of mucking up, I finally got my manuscript back. And I will be working on that between the animations, 2 commissions, streaming, and Nano. So, woo! Oh! So, speaking of, back to the writing sprint. Let's go! You all can do it if you're doing NaNoWriMo alongside me. Oh, my word. Alright. Oh. Apparently there was a piece attached to that. Whoops. Oh. I'm gonna do Nano-S stuff, but I am... Hey! Developing characters! Awesome! Wow. That's awesome! So... Num 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 num. Oh no! These pizza rolls are stuck together. Oh. Yeah, sometimes it's a lot easier to just develop characters. So it makes it, well, developing characters makes it easier to write the story. So just do whichever is your flow today. And focus on trying to get this book done. Because the further I get ahead on this and the sooner I finish NaNoWriMo, the sooner I can start working on the manuscript. Like, and just head down it. I think that's my greatest strength so far, but writing. Felt that. Oh, I will say that's one of the few good things about like doing the RP stuff. Is that it helps you figure out the character more as you're making a story, even if the story is non-canon. Speaking of, I need to get to those drafts. I am sorry I kind of let them rot in my draft box. I've had other things I had to deal with. I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm out of pizza rolls! Sadness! Ah! And apparently my tea decided to splash every- No! No, 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 no! See, Mal, I kinda harp on you for that. I actually helped out with my other dignesses. Blessing in disguise me, thanks. Felt that. So, may I have more? Thank you! I gotta clean up the tea real quick. I spilt some tea! Yeah, I appreciate the patience, because I kinda lately have been forgetting that Tumblr exists. Though I can entirely blame the porn bots for that. So many porn bots. See, well, then again, you were going through stuff at the time as well. True. Very true. Which, by the way, I'm taking Jaybird to therapy tomorrow. We're going for another round. And this time she wanted Ross to drive because she said, yeah, can Ross drive this time? I don't want to die. I'm like, it wasn't my fault we hit the gator last time. It was entirely due to the car in front of us. Yay! Thank you! Yes! Yeah! Pepperoni! Oh my god! You're an absolute heifer and a sweetheart. Let me adjust the heating pad here. The cable is digging into my back a bit. Sadness. Yeah, no, come here. Thank you for the follow! Kaze Dreamer. Cool! That's a neat username. How you doing? Kaze. Immediately, first thing that comes to mind is like kamikaze. Cool. Alright, welcome in. Hi. you doing today? Oop. We're currently working on NaNoWriMo at the moment. Shoot. Speaking of, what's our time on the sprint? 11 minutes left on sprint. Okay. Let's go! Spider, no! Give me, frick it. Seriously. I will admit that's probably the chillest I've been with a spider today. Did I say your username right, by the way? Because I see Kaze, the K-A-Z-E, and first thing that comes to mind, unfortunately, is like kamikaze. I did pronounce it right? Yay! I'm always terrified when I butcher usernames. But Kaze Dreamer. But welcome in, welcome in. Oh. But yeah, we got 10-ish minutes on this current writing sprint. So, if you're writing, let's see, Kaze, like Japanese word for win. Okay. So yeah, thinking of kamikaze was technically correct in that case. But yeah. But, if you want to ride along, by all means, go for it. Like I said, we're doing a writing sprint right now. Or you can hop in over here on Stream Raiders. Because I'm currently using Stream Raiders as a timer. It works. 30-minute intervals. Alright, speaking of, back to this. No! The pizzarella is stuck! He's stuck to the plate! See. Let's see. It's rare that people say the kaze part right. They say it the English way, which is an honest mistake. Cool! So it is kaze and not kazed or something like that. Cool! This is probably a dumb but obvious question. Are you Japanese? Like, dude, it's totally fine if you're not, but just like, I'm just curious. No judgy. Just curiosity kills cat. Satisfaction brought it back. For me, I'm technically from Central, almost South America. I'm originally from Panama, but I live here in the States. No, but an anime fan? Awesome. What kind of anime? I wasn't aware of this, but a can of Wolf brand chili is a single serving. I honestly am not surprised. Well, I bet you it's a big old can. But yeah, Kaze, what kind of anime? Is it isekai? The reincarnation? Technically, they're kind of similar, but at the same time. Damn it, mixture of different genres? Cool. What are some of the animes that you like? We'll all get to find out if I know any of them. Like, I can definitely say one of my favorite animes. See, whatever story seems interesting to me. Okay, that's fair. Personally, those, like, one of my favorites is Assassination Classroom. Absolutely love the story. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Let's see. Speaking of story, go ahead on a sprint. 5 minutes. You've seen it? Nice. Hot damn. Okay. Oh, curiosity key. So per container. Oh my gosh, 40 cents. So one can, but the other version is one. You got 1 cup or one per container. Holy crap. There's so many carbs. Why is there so many carbs? What is in this Wolf brand chili? Oh my word. How many beans are in there? So you got the name idea from the anime Kaze no Stigma. I cannot say I have heard of that one, unfortunately. Is it a older anime? Or is it like a smaller one? I only eat wolf hormel, or only eat wolf hormel is trash. Pat. I make chili from scratch. The early 2000s? Okay. Cool. Yeah, I guess I started watching more anime after college. Now that I think about it. I started like near the tail end during my like junior and senior year. A baby older or younger than I look, depends on how old you think I am. But, see, I don't have the time to make chili. That's a fair point, Thanos. That's a very fair point. As you guys all know, I work from home. So while I'm working, I can have something cooking in the background. I will say around this time of year, I do like to make myself some soup. I currently have chicken soup in the fridge. No noodles, because I'm on keto. I'm so very thankful that we managed to find the pizza, like keto pizza rolls. Like, gosh, these are so good. Anyway, let's see. How long do I have on the I have like 2 minutes or room to cook. That's also a very good point. I actually have a kitchen. Let's see. Just MacGyver that shit. Felt that. Oh, very much felt that. I say that, but I only have the room to cook, not bake. Rip indeed. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to bake like a bunch of cakes and cookies and fudge when you come and visit. Which reminds me, I do need to make that fudge. I also need to reply to that message, which I will do in like 30 seconds while we get that going. But I need to finish this. I need to finish this sprint. Ah. Man, I will straight up perish by the time. Dude, you're gonna be at least 20 to 30 pounds heavier by the time I send you back up north. Let me finish this thought. Okay, there we go. So I didn't get anywhere to see. How does NaNoWriMo work again? Basically, you, by the end of the month, hold on. I'll start with, I'll do this first. But essentially, NaNoWriMo is you write about 1,600. I usually try to do, like when I was first starting out, I did 1,670. Generally around 1,667. Oh shoot, we actually won that time. Woohoo! Rando! Oh cool, thanks, you got rewards. But yeah, essentially it's just write a certain amount of words every day, try and keep up, or at least try and get your minimum word count in. And by the end of the month of November, you should have 50,000 words either written on your story or your novel entirely written, depending on what genre you go for. For me, this year I decided to do some of my writing sprints live here, both on Twitch, or actually be more than both, but here on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, especially now that multi-streaming is officially a thing with Twitch, which whoever made that brilliant idea, thank you, about time. That took you a little long. But anyway. But yeah, it's essentially just write almost 1,700 words a day. And voila. That's essentially how NaNoWriMo works. Is you just write words every day until you have 50,000 total. Speaking of, how many words did I get with this writing sprint? I know it's not going to be many. I'm going to cackle in a couple seconds, aren't I? Okay, yeah, 677. That's not too bad. That's supposed to be minutes, so 677. And a lot of it is, you do kind of have to keep yourself to an honor system. Like for me, I do my best to try and get ahead. Especially like in the early, like in the first half, which we are, oh wow, we are officially halfway through NaNoWriMo. Holy cow. But yeah, I usually try to get ahead, like give myself anywhere from 2 to 3 day buffer, because life loves to happen. And so I make sure I have a nice at least 2 to 3 day buffer just in case something happens. Let's see, I do practice creative writing, but I'm on a break from writing. I'm kind of easing my way back in. That's fair, that's fair. Oh, what kind of creative writing? Like, do you do more things toward, like, comic books, or do you do, like, novels? Already said comics, cartoons, what kind of stuff? Or is it just, like, overall? And I see that where are... I know what that little thingy... There's this little thing right here. I know what it is. I just need to find it in my source list. Where the heck is it? Okay, so it's above that. It does not... Dadgummit. Alright, it's pretty sure it's sound alerts. Sound alerts has been really buggy today, and I don't know why. I might need to just, like, log in or something. Yep, sound alerts again. Alright, let's see if we can't refresh. Alright, sound alerts are just down. Good to know. Frith. That stinks. So you just kind of write what comes to mind, taking inspiration from things I enjoy. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Very, very nice. So, trying to think. It's one of those, there's a word for it. What is the word? The bird's the word. Bird. Haven't figured out style yet. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I feel like I have a bunk in my future. And I know exactly who it's coming from. On a completely and utterly random note, I really do need to make that keto cake. I'm really curious how it tastes. Or how it will taste. But anyway. Let me find my little doohickey. There it is. Essentially just gonna set up for the next sprint. Beep, beep. So how many is that? Plus 677. Okay, almost 2,800. Or not 2,800, 28,000. My next word count that I have to hit is 28,930, but I'm doing 1,700 words a day. Rather than the 1667. Ooh, we have something going on with the army. Oop. Yeah. Upgrade to Beast Folk. I really do like this purple. I need to find out what the name of this color is. I think it's Iris, but I'm not entirely sure. That is not what I want to do. Okay, I get it, but I don't want to do that. I want to do campaign. But yeah. So, let me see what we got going. Looks like we got enough time for probably one more writing sprint. Actually, no, it's only what, 2 hours, 30 minutes? Mostly do short stories? Cool! That reminds me, there's some short stories I need to actually go and write. I keep forgetting because I keep working on the bigger stuff. But I've, like, the thing I'm working on right now is a sci-fi horror. Technically horror, fantasy, and sci-fi all wrapped in one, but beside the point. But it's mostly a horror story. And this one is gonna be novel. I also do writing for comics and cartoons, though not as prolifically as I do in novels. What's really hilarious is, out of everything I have written, the thing I actually have published, I make no money off of it whatsoever, because the thing that it was printed in is now out of print. The thing I do have published is poetry, of all things. Like, I think that's one of the hardest things to get published, but I have poetry published. That just absolutely tickles. Tickles me pink, which I gotta worry about the week of pink, but I'll worry about that later. Let's see. Trying to think. While I'm taking I take a minimum of like 5-minute break between writing sprints. One, it lets my arms rest for a little bit, and two, while I am over here on the video camera, it lets me talk to you guys. So you've been practicing a little poetry lately, mostly free verse. Nice. I'm in a similar boat with poetry. Short and sweet. Hey, can't argue with that. Truly, it is the KISS method. Short, sweet, simple, and to the point. I will say there is... Oh god, what is that game? There's a game where it's not like a main mechanic, but it is just one of the mechanics that you have. What is his name? Sakai. What is it? Ghost of Tsushima. That's it. I need to play that game. It's on my ever-expanding list, but I need to play that game. But yeah, like Ghost of Tsushima's, you write haikus, I think is what they're called. The 575. Obviously not free versus haiku specific, but still. That's a neat little thing. Neat little thing. Let me see. I'm tempted to nom on gut. Let's see. Do I have anything early in the morning tomorrow? Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, yeah, dude, I needed to respond to that message. One moment, my dear dudes. Okay. I will be right back. I promise this shouldn't take more than like a minute, but I'll BRB just to be on the safe side. Hey, Ross? Hmm? Probably. True. Could do same.
Yeah. Specifically,
I'm probably not. Oopsie doodle. What is the Taco Bell Moe's called?
Oh.
There's a barbecue Moe's and a Taco Bell Moe's. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Thank you!
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the blessing. Oh man, that is a lot harder than I thought. Thank you. I had to respond to something that was for tomorrow, and then had to respond to my mom about food. See, I got one example of a story I was working on. I was almost close to finishing, but ran into a roadblock. Oof. What's really bad is you probably mean like roadblock isn't like writer's block, but my mind immediately went to, oh no, you were in a car crash. I hate my brain sometimes. Good lordy. What's really bad is I actually know someone who kind of had that experience. It's like, yeah, I was doing this, and then you use a word that's kind of like a metaphor for something else, and I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks. It's like, yeah, it totaled my car. Wasn't sure how to word it. That's fair. That's fair. But yeah. Definitely felt that. Very much felt that one. I'll occasionally, like, I'll hit huge writer's blocks with with my stories. Thankfully, this one, the world the Dark creators took, coming a lot more fluidly. But I think that's entirely due to the fact that I'm not having to worry about characters that are established in previous novels. This is technically, it is still within the world of the Unoverse. Yes, the pun is intentional. I do have to stress it because it is Unoverse. I'm not changing that. But anyway, but it is a book in the universe, but is not part of the mainline series. One of the ways I described it, I think I was talking with Patchy. One of the ways I described this particular book is it's kind of like Halo Reach. You know how the story ends when it begins. Like, you, from the get-go, the world the Dark creators took. You know something's not going to end well. But it is what it is. Okay, yeah. Like, I was pretty sure, because it was someone who's like, okay, it's one of the dudes I play Halo with. But yeah. So. Do you remember what the roadblock was? Or what the... not what the holdup was. I mean, technically that would be correct. But do you remember what the roadblock was around? If and you don't mind me asking. If you don't want to share about me, see, the story is about a guy who decides to learn fire magic because I'm gonna guess to save his village from an ice dragon that terrorizes it every year. Ooh. That's neat. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. We've got a few folk in here that have a lot of typos. Don't worry. It's okay. Typos are okay. As long as I can get the general gist. Happens to the best of us. Indeedy. I am not immune to this. Thank goodness for spell check. I would have so many words wrong without spell check. I remember growing up, we didn't really have, like, we technically had a computer, but it wasn't really connected to the internet or anything. But whenever I was typing, I'd ask my mom, like, hey, how's this word spell? Her response every single time was, go look it up in the dictionary. I would proceed to just go, what? Go look it up in the dictionary. Me and the dictionary were absolutely best friends up until I got to high school, which that was when we finally got internet. Not because internet wasn't available. No, that had nothing to do with it. It was entirely due to the fact that the only reason we got at least half decent internet was because I needed it for school. Heck, forget. One of these days, I'm going to fix that particular thing. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try and fix that shit now. Let's go. Let's see. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to fix... Oh, that's right. If I kick out of that, it's gonna... Yeah, it's gonna do that. Egg freaking gummit. See, where is it pulling from? Okay, it's pulling from another source. Foo-foo. Absolute foof. Foof, I say. So chat's just gonna keep being broken for a bit. But yeah, just out of curiosity, you said close to finishing it, but ran into the roadblock. Do you remember what the roadblock itself was? I might be able to brainstorm it here and figure it out. I will say I have broken many a writer's block. Let's see, I already covered the part of how he learns fire magic and got to the part of the story where he travels to the ice dragon's castle to fight. Okay. So is it the fight itself that is the issue? Or continuing the travel to the dragon's castle?
Out of curiosity.
The dad would start sound the word I was trying to spell. I just yelled at him to just spell it. I hated when sounded stuff out. Do always bring therapists forced to sound stuff out. Oof. I definitely feel that, Spider. Every now and again there would be a word, it's like, I keep spelling it like this, but it doesn't look right. And then I'd look it up in the dictionary and there would be the phonic sound F, but the word itself started with like PH. And at the time I didn't know that. So I would ask my mom, it's like, hey, where is this word then? I'll look it up in the dictionary, just tell me what it actually starts with. Yeah, I definitely feel that, Spider. Oh my word. Occasionally, I think it was like my dad would be the one that if I asked him, he would sometimes spell it out. But he too would sometimes be like, go look it up. Actually, no, my dad never said go look it up in a dictionary. It was always my mom. And again, I almost always went to mom for English stuff. I went to dad for math and science. For the longest time, I explicitly only went to my mom when it came to like English and social studies. Dad was always math and science. Growing up, that's just how it ended up. But yeah. But that said, we'll get a minimum of at least one more writing sprite. I'm gonna start having a little fairy go across screen or something every time I say writing sprite. Or better yet, you know what? I'm gonna make that. Hold on. I had this little drawing of a froggy. It is now going to be a writing sprite. I will animate this later. There. We now have a writing sprite. What? Stroke when I was 8th grade, so mom. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Spider. I'm very sorry to hear that. I'm very fortunate to still have my. At the moment, I still have my folks around. So they will not. Let's see. This is a human with magic versus a dragon. Fair. Problem is I don't know how to write the fight scene. Okay. Get the characteristics of your dragon, like the dragon's personality, and then the personality of the character himself. With the character, like the human in this case. So is the human more of a straightforward, like, go into a brawl and start slinging spells? Or is he more tactful? Like, will he actually plan, like, try to plan how he's going to fight the dragon? Of course, plans never survive contact with the enemy. That's just how those go. But just what kind of spellcaster, what kind of fighter, like what kind of fighting style does your human character have? And once you have that established, if you don't already have that established, look at what kind of fighter the dragon is. Yes, the dragon absolutely terrifies and terrorizes the town every single year. But is he the type that the reason he's going after this town is due to the fact that no one can fight back? Is it because it's closest? Because if no one can fight back, that means he has a cowardly nature. He is very much a bully stereotype. First contact in combat, but it's whatever, same thing. Okay. But Thank you, Spider. Just seduce the That is not how that works. Besides, dragons don't have life insurance. It would cost them too much gold in their hoard. But no, but basically what the fight scene is, consider the characteristics of your two fighters, essentially. There's also the thing with, like, what kind of magic system do you have, but that's side point. You don't know that they don't have life insurance. They have a horde, same thing! Their life insurance is the horde. Gosh, could you imagine, like, I know that there's been those pictures of, like, horde of, and they're different types of dragons. Like, there's a horde of frogs with a dragon in the midst of all these frogs. There's one for yarn. I would love that particular one on a shirt, because that is me. That is so very much me. But just, oh my gosh. I need to look through, see which ones have been done. I probably should do one. Or I might do one. I will say with Unoraptormon the character, I might do like Horde of Cookies, or I may do specifically Horde of Sugar Cookies. Because Unoraptormon the character, like, if you want to appease this particular insanely terrifying being who has destroyed hundreds of planets, offer her a sugar cookie. The specific recipe I'm thinking of is the one they use for the Great American Sugar Cookies. Like, those things which are essentially just crack in dessert form. But you present to her a sugar cookie. She's going to be a lot less likely to kill you outright. But yeah, there's a bunch of, like, things to consider, Kaze, with your characters. And obviously, my best guess is that this fight is going to be to the death. Probably for both characters. And the stakes can shift during the fight. Like, for the human with magic, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a fight to the death both ways for him. The dragon, it could be that it's a fight to, okay, maybe I can get this guy to beg for his life. And when it goes past that point of, oh crap, like for the dragon, it's a, oh crap, I'm actually could die to this human. That's when all bets are off, and in a way the true fight starts, especially if this is at the end of your story. This is your climax, essentially. But yeah. It's things to consider, because I had I had a similar fight in the first novel between Yusuke Unoraptormon, which Yusuke is the host for Unoraptormon, which it's a host-possessor relationship thing. But Yusuke versus a character called Toxim. Eventually they get to a point where it's a knockdown drag-out fight. And at first, the fight is like, okay, this is just until the point of you submitting. Thank you. For Yusuke, it shifted because she realized Toxin was going to keep picking these kind of like small bouts and wasn't going to give up. For her, it changed from get him to submit, because I really don't feel like killing him, to I'm going to kill this bitch. Keeping in mind, she wouldn't say it that way, but that's essentially how the stakes changed during the fight itself. And, sure, quite a few of you could figure out how that fight ended. I will say, actually, when I got my manuscript back, that was one of the first things I scrolled to, because I was curious how he would have looked at that. My editor would have looked at the fight, and he missed it. There's a certain kind of Chekhov's gun that goes off during that fight, and the editor missed it. I was so sad. Let's see, I have a lot of ideas going into this fight. It's going to be a lot to type, so I'm going to type in small sentences. That's fair, that's fair. I guess what I'll do is I'll address them, as they come up. So that way we can go ahead and start doing another writing sprint. So this may or may not end up being the last writing sprint of the night. We'll see. It will entirely depend on how this goes. Alright, so let's get this started. I'm gonna start. This is my favorite song from Donkey Kong Country. Absolutely love this song. There we go. Not as many, but I don't think this will be last battle. There's a chance it could be last battle. Alrighty. So the writing sprint begins. Not kitchen chicken. Let's see. First thing I'll say, main character, no name yet. He has a plan going into the fight. Okay. Trained by another dragon and dragon slayer, magic fire type. Okay. So kind of like, a similar mechanic to, trying to remember the anime. Fairy Tail, I think? I think that had a similar mechanic. I think. I hope. I hope that's the right one. Ah. And it's mostly as a way to have like a shortcut to an example of, kind of like how I said this story is kind of like a mixture between the first book is a mixture between Jak and Daxter the Precursor Legacy, like that trilogy of games, and Halo. It's essentially just shorthand.
I am not cute.
Let's see. Mix of fairy tale and firebending from Last Airbender. Cool!
No.
Besides, you guys didn't raise... I just realized how much money that is. Jiminy Cricket.
But yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that's pretty neat. The mixture of it being fairy tale and firebending. Okay. Come on, brain. Idea, come back, please. Let's see. see. Plan to cast the dragon off guard is going to reveal his fire magic, or he's not going to reveal his fire magic until the right time. Okay. So, strategic and cautious. Good, good, good. Star Fox 64 OST now. This is another game, like, this is a childhood game of mine. My dad and I kept vying for the top score on Star Fox 64. To this day, I'm pretty sure my dad still holds top score. Either him or my sister Tea-Leaf. Boy howdy, I would love to play that game again, though. It was so much fun. There's also why in Halo 4, why I was geeking out about that one section so much, because it was just like playing Star Fox again. Ice Dragon thinks lowly of human, wouldn't expect one to be able to breathe fire. Okay. Dragon, well, that's natural. Dragon with superiority complex. Okay. Trying to think. Because, yeah, there really are many ways that this person can go about it. It could start with a talk. It could start... Well, actually, wait. Catching the dragon off guard and revealing the fire magic at the right time. It definitely would probably... Might be wise to start it with a talk between them. Or an ambush. Like with weapons. I swear if this is what I think it is. One moment, dudes. I really fucking hate these things. Hey guys, just a heads up for those of you who haven't been getting these as often as I have. There is currently a scam going on. Anything that says the USPS package has arrived at the warehouse and cannot be delivered due to incomplete address information. This is a scam. This is 100% a scam. This is not real. Do not fall for it. They will text you. Haven't gotten a call yet. But, barf it, nigga. But they will text you. They will send you pictures. There's a chance they might email you. I've gotten a few emails at this point. But just be safe and be careful, and just know that the incomplete address thing, bullshit. See, actually got an idea for when he reveals it. It's just plan the lead up to it. Okay. Fortunately, there's an ad, so that gives me about 30 seconds of thinking. The problem, there's the lead up. I'm tempted to nom some of this gum, but at the exact same time, I don't know if I should nom some of this gum. Because I want to be able to sleep. I'll set that there then. Let's see. Let me type some more and then I'll think of something. See, I can think of the start of the fight. It's the middle of the fight I'm having trouble with. Okay. Haven't thought of the end yet. Okay. So there's the lead up, the middle, and the end. So, lead up... Now, are we talking with lead up? Where did you stop at originally? Because with lead up, that could be on the way to the castle or in the castle, looking for kind of like the den of the dragon. One of the things that you could do is this kind of a character who would think or go through a lot of stuff in his head? See, they just want to contact you about your car's extended warranty. Yeah, those are the calls I've been getting. But yeah, just be careful of the package scams. Don't fall for them, dudes. I think I've gotten 5 or 6 different ones. I'm blocking all of the numbers because thankfully this phone actually has that capability. I'm blocking all of the numbers that I get stuff from. One of them had like the USPS dot the thing after it. I'm like, you really should have chose a different set of 3 letters .com, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I immediately blocked it. It was one of those things, if it was so freaking obvious it was a scam, it was not even funny. Which is how I knew that particular picture, if they send it to you, it's that. If address information is incomplete, it goes back to sender. But anyway. But yeah, but if the character is someone who does a lot of like reviewing the plan in his head, that might be something you can do. Or use that as a lead up. With the middle of the fight, the one he reveals like the fire magic. Is he a ranged fighter or is he a melee? Or is he mid-range? That might be something you can take into account with, like, the lead up to the reveal, of the fire thing. For some reason, my brain removed the, hey, moving or already at the dragon thing. Ranged, okay. So, both. Okay. Is there one he prefers? So you have ranged and you have close quarters. Which one does he prefer? Have him start with the one he doesn't like, and then maybe toward the reveal, have him move toward the one he prefers between those two. That might help a little bit with kind of like how to do the fight. Up to you, obviously. Entirely 100% up to you. Yeah, why in the world was my brain like, okay, the lead up, like going to the castle, not the lead up to the reveal? My gosh. That's my fault. Alright. I got 16 minutes left on this, and I maybe have 200 words written. Perfect, again. Alright, let me keep going and doing this, and then I'll continue commenting on the thing as you get it typed. Not pointing, boiling. Goodness. I'll mention that you try to plan these stories, but I'm naturally a pantser writer. Hey, felt that. I very much felt that. Most of my books were, at least originally, when I was writing the first 3, and when I was writing Wishful Thinking, and when I'm writing this, to be entirely honest, all of these were pants. These are all pantsters. For pants writing. Most of my newer stuff, though, most of, like, the Harley series and most of now Yusuke series at this point, those now all have at least brief outlines, so I kind of bounce back and forth between a planner and a pantser. Yeah, dude, I entirely feel you on that, Kaze. Not a sponge, spoon. You had to look up pantser writer, no wonder I'm all over the place. I'm surprised I've never used that term or explained it before, Patrick. That's probably just on me, though. But yeah, pantser is essentially just go with the flow, stream of consciousness. While planner is someone who, like, writes a strict outline. And then you have a planster who is in between both of those extremes. Well, I use extremes as two sides of the coin, but still. Excuse me. No, not this shenaniganery again. Whew. 5 minutes, okay. First book I'm working on is an anthology. Ooh. Cool. I think I can really only describe my stuff as series and then spin-offs. Kind of like Terry Pratchett. In a way. Sometimes there are times when I'm just like, I realize things. This happens to be one of them. All right. Actually, is my list of books to read. Yeah, it's... I've watched the cartoon Discworld, but I have not yet read any of his books. I need to. Oh, and yes, I almost forgot, it's Sir Terry Pratchett, because he was in fact knighted. I keep forgetting that. Come across one of the animated adaptations of one of his books. Yeah, I think it's, which one did you find? Soul Music? Nice. Like I said, I found Discworld. I'd love to watch the other ones. I think I watched a little bit of Hogfather, but not much. Ah! Hi! Real salties. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome to the Raptor Pack. How you doing today? We are currently doing a writing sprite, which... Sprite. Sprint! For the love of all that is holy and kind. You're doing good? Okay. We're doing writing sprints. We've got about 3 minutes left on this one. But yeah, welcome in, welcome in. We've got Stream Raiders. If you want to play some Stream Raiders, I'll go for it. I'm currently using it as a timer. Saw a little bit of Hogfather, haven't finished it. I need to. I very much need to finish that one because it looks hilarious. Bluetooth. Yes, we are a mature stream here. Just keep it TOS friendly is my only requirement on that. See, I love the way he writes the Grim Reaper. I know! I absolutely adore the Grim Reaper. There's actually, there's several reports or articles done on Terry Pratchett where people who read his books, like especially the ones that had the Grim Reaper in it, and like, I think it was like one in particular was like a little kid who had a terminal illness. They wrote a letter to Terry Pratchett saying, I really hope death is just like the one in your novels. See, what it is for... That's fair, that's fair. Yeah, and it's... I'd say it's quite the compliment. It's quite the compliment. And a lot of people hope that the death that Terry Pratchett described was the one that greeted him. Yeah. I don't remember what my settings are on Whispers, so just keep that in mind. Alright, and how long do I got on? I got 30 seconds. Fabulous. Let's see. And, let me finish the thought. Alright, I probably didn't get nearly as much done this time, but that's fine. Alright, hope it's either that Death or the One from the Sandman comic series. Okay. So, it's to going for revenge. Okay. Huh. So literally she's not even allowed the clothes on her back. Talk about being literally stripped of everything. Woo! Okay, that's not too bad, at least for the summary. Alrighty. So we're going to plop that down. But yeah, this stream is technically marked M for mature just because of how often I cuss. I don't do it... What's the word? I don't do it prolifically, I think is the word. But it's pretty much just to be on the safe side, because sometimes some of the topics we talk about here can be a bit too dark for the general populace, like especially whenever I'm talking about the Dark Creators, which is one of the species from my sci-fi novels. that can get dark real quick. Let's see, gotta go for now. It was nice meeting and talking. Nice meeting and talking to you too there, Kazi. You be safe and be careful, okay? May your food be filling and may your sleep be great. Do a random. Ah, got a kick at it. Yee! Alright, I'd probably change the line I'd probably change just one line to be on the safe side, which is the she has to bit, and say she is stripped of everything, literally. But yeah, that summary should be relatively safe enough. But yeah, good night, Kaze. Someone give me exclamation mark uptime. Please and thank y'all. Probably a mod. Alright, and while that happens, let me see how much I got in this sprint. Okay, I almost, looks like I got about a full page. 665! Thank God. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, perfect, Negan. What does that put me at? I am about 400 words short. There you go, stripped down to nothing, there you go. Summary, hopefully that was fine. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, the book is about a king who exiles his own daughter, and she has to strip down to nothing and leave her kingdom and then go for revenge. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Huh. Out of let's see, I'm trying to think of... There's a movie that particular summary reminds me of. And no, before you ask, it's not a bad thing, not a bad thing. And I'm going to pause the music real quick. I will say I absolutely love the Star Fox 64 stuff, because it really is good at at the very least good at getting me pumped on things. But yeah, that's fine. What is the movie? It's an animated one. Come on. It's right there. What is it called? Let's see, got it from Game of Thrones. I was actually thinking Lady Death. That's the name of it. But cool. Admittedly, I haven't watched and I have not read Game of Thrones. I don't know if I'll ever put it on my list, but hey, maybe one of these days. I heard what was it, the last season of Game of Thrones was really bad because they used it as filler. Person walks like that and shame scene and bell. Okay. Yeah, I think it was because Martin wasn't done with that particular point or that particular thing? Last season of Game of Thrones does not exist. Kind of like we wish the Halo TV show was a bit differently. Which that's an entire rant for another time. I will say if Goldie were here, she'd be like, ah, great, let me go get the popcorn again. I have ranted so much about that. So much. Was just about to say. Hey. I am very passionate about my Halo lore, and I was so mad with the Halo TV show. Oh, they did my boy Wrath dirty. But hey, I'm a big lore stickler. Which is another reason, like with my novels, I have what's called a lore Bible, which is something I actually picked up from one of the members of my writers group. Keeping in mind, this was years ago at this point, but it helps with avoiding exposition dumps. So that's something. If any of you guys are struggling with like, well, keeping your lore straight. Like, okay, you make a decision on this one thing, you write it down in your lore Bible, so that way when you get to that thing, it's like, oh, wait a minute, I already made a decision. What was it? And instead of having to like remember it, it's like, boom, it's written down. Which reminds me, I have to go through my lore Bible and reorganize things again. Also doesn't help that it turns out I had 2 different files for the lore Bible, so I'm having to squish them together. It's slowly driving me insane, but hey. But yeah, it almost might be, hilariously enough, that particular writer was a niche genre writer. I'm trying to remember what the genre was. It was like way out there. Oh gosh, what was it? It was I think it was like vampire gay erotica. If I remember correctly. Pretty sure it was specifically vampire. It's vampire gay erotica that this particular person wrote. And it's like, okay, not my genre, but very good ideas, like with the whole lore Bible thing. Definitely helped me out. It's amazing who you can learn from. But yeah, gosh, I wonder how that person's doing. It's been years since they showed up to writers group, but I am rather curious as to how they're doing. I hope they're doing okay. Because yeah, that particular thing was pre-pandemic. But yeah. Do I want to do another sprint? Let's see. How much did I write just today? So that was 915, 677, 665. 2,257 words. That's not too bad. And I can do some writing after stream as well. Probably won't be as much, but I might be able to link the current scene to the next one. Goodness, excuse me. But yeah, right now I think in the document, what do I have? Just in the document, 32,802. hey, technically I finally caught up to Madness. Because he's at 32,000 as well. Oh, and that means I technically caught up. And over that by almost 800. 32,802 words so far in this document. Not too bad, not too shabby. And technically, am I still? Oh, let me check something real quick. Okay, I am still within the first act. I decided to do I did a little bit more planning after I started kind of pantsing this. And I'm like, you know what? This thing needs a lot more structure. I need to actually research zombie stories, because essentially this is kind of the type of story it is. The structure at the very least is kind of like a zombie story, which is hilarious because I actually have a phobia of zombos. But anyway, but yeah. So all of that yammering said, any suggestions on who we should raid? If not, I will pick someone at random from my list. Hopefully there's a few folk out and about for this fine Wednesday. Alright, we're gonna scooch that there. We are going to mute that. Alright, who do we have? We've got... Ooh, haven't raided Knifefoon on a really long time. There's Knifefoon, who's doing Halo Infinite. Cloud Sato, which is doing Valkyria Chronicles. Hazelnut, with Dead by Daylight. Voodooish, with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I forgot that was a game. I knew it was a movie. We got Raptor-chan, which is Baldur's Gate 3, or Contra Dreamer with the same one. There's Accelerate, Active, and Real Life Spartan. So, with those last three all being Halo Infinite as well. So, if there are no suggestions, do you have any suggestions out of those? Or does anyone want to try and control the raid today? Because I think we did 9.5? Yeah, 9.5 was the last person we rated.
She does crochet. It makes me so happy.
See, I shall let fate choose this time. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, let me find a D10. Bound to have one around here somewhere. Like, I'm the DM. I should have dice somewhere around here. Ooh, fancy purple. Alright, so we're gonna do D10. Why do I always have my D10s at the freaking bottom? Every single time. Ow. Said as my pinch my finger. Alright, so. We'll do... Which direction do I want to do this? Top of my list will be the 9, bottom of my list will be 1. So if I land on a 10, I'll re-roll. Or, hold on. Oh, Gaddy's live. Okay, so I have my 1 through 10 now. Let's see who we roll. You motherfucker. It got stuck between a pen and a wire. Dadgummit. Let's try that again. All right, 6. So let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So it looks like Raptor-chan with Baldur's Gate 3. Let me check to see how long she's been running. Oh, pfft. This heifer just started today. Okay, we'll raid Raptor-chan in that case. Again, unless someone wants to suddenly control a raid. Alright, I'm going to scooch that up so that I can start working after stream. Although I'll probably end up playing some Dave the Diver, to be entirely honest. I need some chill. and I am currently trying to to get some things done. All right, so all of that Cameron said. Let's see. In the last season of Game of Thrones, the writers didn't understand the assignment. We're all sailors here. Fuck yeah. But anyway. Good golly, Miss Molly. Oh, good grievous. All right. So, keep a lookout for either mostly for a Discord announcement. For those that aren't in the Discord, just check the title of the video. If I cancel stream tomorrow, I will do my best to make sure I update the title. Be like, hey, currently out, probably won't be able to stream tonight, or will not stream tonight, one of the two. Let's see. By the way, I'm close to the YouTube monetization thingy, which is nice. Need 500 subscribers. I currently have 480 something. So, there's a plus. There's another plus. All right. Anyway, so with all of that, Cameron said, y'all, please be safe, be careful, make good decisions, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow for either D&D or more writing. Maybe not see you guys Friday. Don't know if I'll see you guys Saturday. The next stream after this that is pretty much a guarantee is the 22nd. So, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for all of the weirdness, but it is what it is. I am not cute, nor am I a smurf, you bugger. All right, let me get this typed up. Wow, there's a lot of raptors on this website, huh? All right, anyway. But all that said, y'all, please be safe, be careful, make good decisions, and I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow for another stream. Good night, everybody. And thank you all for your support. I greatly appreciate it. Now let's go raid Raptor-chan. Good night. Adorable and fun-sized. Dang it. Good night, everybody.